Hey everybody, it's Ryan here from Android Coliseum. I'm here to show you Android Q in all its Android Q-ness. Just to prove that I am on Android Q, if you needed a proof about it, here we are, Android Q. And if you tap it away, it still shows the Android P logo. So that's kind of weird. Anyways, what did we notice about it? So the first thing I noticed about it is when you swipe down, I always like to swipe away that way. Oh, I can't swipe away that way. I only get the snooze or return feature. You can only swipe that way. That way. Right? So that's kind of annoying that you can't. I'm used to doing it that other way, but that's just me. Okay, so that's the one thing. The other thing I kind of really liked is that up here, it shows how long your battery should last until. That's a kind of a neat little feature that you should know that, hey, my battery should last that long. The other thing is when it, and I can't do this and show you, but when it turn the screen off, I get the notifications, on the lock screen, but and at the bottom of it is usually the part that says where it's rapid charging. It doesn't show that anymore by default. Only once you hit the power button to bring up does it do that. I'm having some issues with the weather widget, but that's just, hey, an app hasn't got itself ready for Android Q. Apparently, we can go in and change the settings for the gestures. Where is it? Gestures. System. Advanced. So gestures. For the active edge. It doesn't seem to find a way, but somebody said you can, and I haven't been able to find that way. The other thing I notice now is that when we go into, let's just go into screenshots, that photos taken with the screenshots now actually have, I don't know if you can see, have a little rounded black edges. So, and then if it's with a notch, you'll have the notch as well. So that's kind of a interesting take on it now. I'm not sure if I like that feature or not. The last thing that's also notable is that if I go into an apps like, let's say, YouRide or Uber, these are ride-sharing apps. If you take a look at the permissions, and you can say, well, the default now is location is only available when the app is in use, not all the time. We used to didn't have this option. We used to be all the time, allow or deny. Now it's like only allow once I'm using it. So that's a new little privacy kind of feature. So that's Android Q in a nutshell so far. I really haven't noticed anything else different majorly. So, but if I notice anything, I'll let you know. Thanks.